we should talk about before we start?
Okay. Now, before we start, though, I would like to give you a disclaimer here, okay? A lot of people say that I sound very sarcastic or I sound like I'm fighting. I'm not fighting. I just like to put into context. I like to explain stuff, but I'm not trying to disagree with you. But I have a very unique way of playing, and some people think that I'm like trolling or griefing. It's really not. And I'm not trying to make content, okay? I actually do want to get better because I think it's fun, to be quite honest with you. I don't like playing Dota as I have been, where I feel like I know everything that I need to know about my hero, and it's just not working out. So, yes, I might explain things to you, but I am in no way fighting you, okay?
Okay. Well, I think we'll make it simple. If I feel like you're being too argumentative or sarcastic or pretending too much for content, I will just call you out on it.
Okay, that is a great system. Okay, I like that. I kind
of see us as like the bully and the bullied kind of relationship here. That's what I'm trying to establish before we get started.
That's very good. Okay, I do very well under those kind of circumstances.
That sounds good.
That is good. This fucking green screen! I've been fucking with this for 12 hours, dude! Fucking, I hate what the fuck is wrong with this green screen, bro? Alright, I'm sorry. Do you have to ever deal with this shit? Fucking green screens drive me crazy, dude! Absolutely fucking bonkers! It's fine. You leave the computer, and it's fine. There's nothing. And then you come back 8 hours later to the same fucking setup. You just turn it on, and then all of a sudden you have this gigantic fucking thing right here. Why? I didn't touch anything. What the fuck? Okay, shutting it off. It makes it worse. Turn it up. On, it makes it worse. I turn this light off, it makes it worse. It makes it better. It blinds me. That fucking drives me crazy. I didn't do anything. All right, sorry. Woo, let's fix it up. No problem. We're almost ready for the coaching session. I'm sorry for the crash out.
No, feels all good.
All good?
All good.
I'll make myself extremely orange. I'm gonna fucking freak out, dude. That wasn't even me freaking out. That was me very calm. Fuck it. You guys get this tiny little face. That's all you get. That shit pisses me off so much, dude.
Just cut out the part that doesn't work.
I know. It fucking makes me so mad. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. What can you do? All right. I'm ready. I'm going to do the little introduction here so that the editor is happy. You have the match ID. And we're going to get started, okay?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I still see it. I still see that fucking little corner. Okay. Okay. All right. That's good enough. Okay. Here we go. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another coaching session. Today, we have someone that actually plays support, unlike Quinn, although Quinn was very, very useful. We've been graced by Insania. Now, Insania, you said when you were watching the stream with Quinn that you would never coach me. I was dog shit, but you've joined me here on Mother's Day.
Yeah. I feel like I was very clear with there's no hope and this is pointless and I'm just wasting my time. And then you came at me with a ridiculous amount of money and I was like, okay, well, I can't say no. So let's waste an hour of our lives together and then, move on. Okay, let's do it. Fantastic. Now, you selected a game that you watched us play. Why are you orange? Fuck off. Say, all right, you're really pissing me off. Okay, we'll fix the orange. There. No, I can't. I have to be orange for this. The fucking screen is pissing me off. Okay, so builds and stuff are probably not great, but I'll let you go for it. Let's get into the replay, or do you want a screen share and I can show your screen share? That's probably more effective. Okay.
Okay.
We can do that.
I'll capture the screen share.
Slacks, why are we using like third?
Don't be upset. We are using Google Meet because I am an Emmy award-winning host, and it has a separate audio channel.
You're abusing your fame.
I am abusing my fame.
Forcing me to do things I don't want to.
I'm sorry, that is true.
Is this working?
Yes, it is working. I'm gonna full screen it for the coach experience. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, full screening. Boom. That looks really good. Okay.
All right. So before we even start, I know Quinn tried to help you with the laning phase. I watched you improve 0%. So
What?
I'm just gonna skip that for now, and we can get back to it later in a future session. We are gonna go like a bit more basic. All right. So I want you to agree with me. Like, if you think about Dota, like, how do you win a game of Dota? It's by getting more gold than the enemy team, right? That's like Dota at its most core.
You want me to agree with you?
Yes. And unless you understand what I'm saying, I need you to disagree with me. Like, Dota is a game where you win based on you having more gold than the enemy. That's like the goal of everything you do in the game.
Oh,
agree or disagree?
If I disagreed, how mad would you be?
0%.
Okay.
That just means I think you're stupid, and I need to explain things even simpler. But I need you to understand these concepts before we talk about everything else. Or if that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. Gold
So,
gets you an advantage. However, you win the game by killing the ancient. It doesn't matter what gets you to killing the ancient.
Fair.
No,
Yes.
but
in
I'm
order
not.
to kill
I'm not
the
being
ancient-
like. Yes.
No. It's a fair argument. That is how you win the game. In order to kill the ancient, you need to have more gold than your enemy. That is like. No. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So Shadow Shaman gets a blink, refresher, and a shard. I might have 10k less than my enemy core. I might have 30k less. But if I hit that ancient when he doesn't have buyback, don't really matter, do it.
So how do you get him to not have buyback?
Hopefully my team kills him.
I see. And how does your team kill him?
With my help, but that is true. You are completely right. Having more gold means you have more impact, and when you have impact, you can do things. So yes, I'll see where you're going with this because I know you're better than me. So hit it.
No, I mean it needs to be like a shared understanding. Otherwise, it's pointless.
No, okay.
The point is, like, if you look at laning phase, and I think Quinn tried to explain this to you, the goal of the laning phase is to get more gold than your enemy team. That's like the whole point of your first, like, why do we lane? Why do we pull creeps? Why do we last hit creeps? Why are we harassing them? Why am I throwing spells at them? The point of it all is at 10 minutes, I want to have more gold than the enemy team. Okay. That's the whole point of everything. All your actions should be thinking, in what way can I maximize the amount of gold that I or my team gets? And like, everything else is just built upon that. So like, if you go gank someone, that's 30 seconds that they're not hitting creeps. And like, the whole way you should think about Dota, if you genuinely want to get better, is to understand gold is like the ultimate, most important factor in the game. And everything you do should be connected to that.
This is like watching someone be publicly whipped.
Yes. Now, can I ask a question, though? Because you are the best support that Dota's ever had. I thought,
Sure.
I thought supporting was all about not getting gold and letting the cores get gold, or like actively avoid. Like, you're only supposed to take a last hit when no one else can take it as a support. Is that not right?
No, it is. But the concept, like, this is Dota, right? We're talking all 5 players. Everybody on the team needs to understand this, because the actions that you take as a support are related to your cores getting gold or the enemy team not getting gold. And we need to have this as like a baseline for anything that I say to make sense. Because otherwise I'm just saying like, oh, you should not have, used your spell here. You should have denied the creep instead. And you'll be like, all right, because it's about gold. Or like when Quinn tells you this trade was bad, or you shouldn't use your mana in this way, and you answer with, well, I just buy 4 clarities and it's fine. You have to think about the trade-off, right? Like, you're losing 50 gold to buy a clarity. What are they losing by you using your spell? Are you using it in a nice way that makes them lose more gold? Or are you using it in a bad way where they're not losing that much gold at all? And that's like the whole point. Like, I think we need to really establish, like, what defines a good action is like how much net worth is gained or lost one way or the other.
No, that now, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
And so, for example, if we just look at like, you know, people will tell you that like, you know, you shouldn't aggro creeps or whatever when you're harassing. I'm sure you've heard about stuff like this. Why is that? Well, you'll take more damage. You've not heard that?
No, I've heard it. I don't know how the aggro works, but that's a different thing. I'll ask someone less skilled than you.
We'll get into it. We'll do more of these. It's fine. We'll get into it. But just like for base to just understand, like if you look at the situation right now, we see that like Doom's at full health. Essentially, he's at like what 70, 60%. You guys are both at full health. Obviously, like any sort of trade right now would probably be favorable for you guys because you're stronger, right? That's what you're thinking, hopefully.
Yes.
You're like, oh, we're strong, we can fight them. But the timing that you choose to fight Doom, he's actually not, there's no creeps that are low on HP. There's nothing to be gained, you know, like he's stunned, but he would just be like, if you didn't stun him, he would just be running around in circles. So
you're
just
right.
You're just fighting him for absolutely no reason.
Okay.
And then what ends up happening is you eat a bunch of ass. Not judging, by the way, just saying. And you lost half your health for no reason. And essentially, to get this health back, you're going to spend gold.
No,
right?
that makes complete sense. So if you try to go on them when they're trying to get like a last hit, per se, or that's why range creep is so important. They're trying to do range creep. You nuke them. You prevent them from getting that. Now they lost gold, and you don't spend a lot of gold regaining your health and all that.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
So like, if you were thinking, like, let's see, I don't think you were, but let's say if you did the exact same play, but you told me, but look at the range creep, Aiden, it's about to die. So I gripped them so they can't deny it. So Fog gets the creep. Then I'm like, good job, Slacks. That's a good play.
That is
but
what I
because
did.
I know you didn't think about that, because I know you didn't think about that, I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay.
That's how I want you to start thinking about how you use, like, that's how you optimize your spell usage. It's not that complicated. It's just make it relate to creeps. Make it relate to how you get gold.
Okay.
All right.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Cool. I don't think we need to get into super detail about this. The next thing I want to talk to you about, I think, is like the biggest thing, and I know a lot of people that are watching the stream are doing the same mistake, is usually when the game reaches like a certain point where there is no longer a laning phase and you start like moving around the map. This was a really nice play, by the way.
Thank you.
You start moving around the map, you do some plays, you do some kills, like get some kills. I think you're even going to put a ward down on this. No, I already used it. Okay. We'll find the clip. But the point I'm going to get to eventually is that the game breaks down. You're done with the laning phase. It's time to move on to like newer and better things. And people completely forget about the concept of gold is everything. Like even now, like, because the difference is once we've laned like till the end, we've now reached a point where we can stop the enemy team from farming in an efficient way. Killing an enemy hero now is a lot easier than when you're level 1. So it's worth investing resources into doing it. That's like the whole idea of why things break down. Or, you know, cores start moving around so that they can farm neutral camps and it exposes people more on the map. So between minute 10 to 20 for cores, they're just like mode maximum, like farm as much as I can.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, they spread out, right? You'll have one guy here, one guy here, one guy here. So there's a lot of opportunity that is opened up to you. And what you want to aim to do is you want to be in the place where you can have impact ahead of it happening. So for example, for this play and why it's nice is, let's look at it. So Kyle's going to run in like a maniac. Like the sniper's like, what is this guy doing? He's so bad. But he doesn't know that you're behind him, right?
Right.
But Kyle's obviously calculating for that. And so are you, obviously. And he does the bait and you guys get the kill. Great. This can only happen if you're already here, right?
Right.
If, let's say, you're just running around in the jungle aimlessly, then this play will never happen. And this happens to a lot of people where, like, you're not thinking ahead of where you can make something happen, and then you just start reacting. And we'll have some examples of this in this game, which is why I really wanted to look at it.
Yeah.
And this is, like, the biggest time where, like, your team could be farming, or you could be farming even. Because if you think about the gold concept again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 camps here. We don't need to count the exact number, but there's a bunch of camps. And in the ideal world, all of these camps get farmed every minute.
Every minute? Okay.
Every minute, right? That's how you guys would optimize your gold gain. You would farm all the 3 lanes and you would farm all the camps every minute because that's when they respawn.
Well,
so
yeah,
if you
but
watch pro players,
okay. It's 11 minutes. Are you really like now? People should start for every.
Not
single
even now. Ideally, you would do it from minute 0, right? Like as soon as you could, you want to start farming all the camps to maximize your gold gain.
Yeah.
So if you think about like Netta, for example, what makes Netta so good is like at minute 2, he's stacking these camps and he's like already getting ahead. And when you stack camps, you essentially buy time for yourself. You don't spend 40 seconds or 30 seconds killing the camp. You stack it and then you come back and kill it later. So it's just done in one sweep. You kill 3 camps in one go.
Dude.
So you make it more efficient to farm, right?
That is such a crazy way to think about stacking camps, and you're absolutely right. It's not about the gold, it's about saving time so you can come back and get that gold later without killing it now. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's so true.
Yeah. So if you want to like be the most optimal support player of all time,
yes,
you want to think about your movement. Like let's say you're like looking at the map, you're locked in, your mode genius lacks, you're like, I'm gonna go gank bottom, right? But you already, let's see where you were. I skipped too much. This computer is so laggy. I wanted to look from the moment you're mid.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, take your
Should
time.
have prepared this better.
No, I'm learning so much already. I mean, just the way that you conceptualize a game as a support is the complete opposite of me. Like, my way to conceptualize support is sacrifice yourself, make space for other people, they farm, and I get whipped. But no, really, it's what are ways that I can make my enemy lose money?
Or your self game. It depends. So, like, sometimes you're playing heroes that can farm. Sometimes you're playing heroes that can't farm. Like Rasta, for example, not great at hitting creeps, especially if you're maxing shackles, you know? So then you need to think about how can I use my spells to prevent them from farming. But okay, are you watching my POV? We'll talk about the thing later.
Of course.
And just look at this.
Yeah.
So this is something that you'll see a lot of support players do. Even like pro players. Let's see. Let's look at your actions.
Okay.
We're just going to derp around, and then you just happen to be mid, and this happens, right? Great. There was zero thought process into this.
What? Okay. I'm not being this guy. I do have to disagree with you. I said I'm gonna go mid. I said I am a team leader. I'm the captain of the SF's dumb fuck, especially in party games. I'm constantly like, hey guys, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do this. That's what I call active supporting, right? I'm gonna go gank top, get ready. I think that is so important for supports to know. Okay, but that's real. I actually did say, hey, let's kill this guy.
Okay. I will only bully you when it's needed.
Okay.
If you tell me that, I'll believe you. Okay, so then after this mid tower happens, you're like, okay, now what? What is planned for Slacks? Like, oh no, my boy top is dying. Yeah. So you're gonna TP in. I think that's the next action here. But like, what's this supposed to lead to?
You are 100% right. I TP'd in.
All right.
And I said,
and then now you're like, okay, well, nothing's happening. So I'm gonna go back to where I was. I have spent 100 gold, done nothing, and now I'm gonna go back to where I was.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, well, no, never mind. All right, no, this isn't. All right, okay, well, I'm not sure about this. So now let's. Oh, there's a wave mid. Pick up some gold.
Yeah.
So this happens to a lot of people, all right? Where it's like you just kind of react to whatever's happening, and then you just vibe it out. And then now there's going to be a fight bottom, and you actually don't have your TP for it. And you're going to end up running all the way to bottom. But by the time you get here, it's already over. Yeah. So like, essentially, 2 minutes of your time. We can see how long this goes on for.
Oh God! Please don't see how long it goes on for. No, you
got 2 creeps. You got 2 creeps on that grid. Let's see. Here you get 1, 2. All right, 4 creeps in 3 minutes.
Oh no!
And then you end up dying.
Oh, yay! But this was a pretty good word, though.
It was a good bait. It was a good bait. Yeah.
No, you are right though.
If I was better, you guys would have gotten 2 kills. So
yeah, I mean, he's ass. No, but you are right. So in that situation, when I TP'd, I specifically remember I was like, during my TP, I said, hey, I'm going top. Can we kill Monkey? And then Centaur said, no. I was already TPing though, so I fucked up really
there ain't
bad.
no way. It ain't gonna happen. You know, like it's cooked. He's completely screwed over. He's super weak. He has a bad matchup.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
And this was the next thing I wrote down. You say, "Can we?" and then like something so frequently. You're like, "Can we do this? Can we do that?" And it's like one of the worst like ways you can calm to your teammate, because it makes them stop what they're doing and think about what can Slacks' hero do in relation to mine. Whereas when you're running around and you got nothing to do, you got heaps of time to think about it. Like, okay, if I TP top, first of all, can I get on top of the Monkey King to cast my spells? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, then it's like, all right, then we're not doing that. And you need to try to think about, like, when you have time doing nothing, you're derping around, think about like, how can we make plays happen? How can you catch the sniper? You know, like you could tell Kyle, like, hey Kyle, go bait mid. I'm gonna sit behind you and we kill this guy. Okay. You know, that's a much better way to go about it than saying, Kyle, can we kill mid? Because the goal for you is you're hopefully going to become the best player in your party stack, right?
Yes.
So you're going to have to dictate to people how to do things. And the only way you're going to learn to do that is by kind of trying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you
can't just rely on them answering you.
And I know what my heroes are capable of, so I should definitely be the guy who's saying, yo, I'm going top to kill Monkey. And if they don't like that, if they're like, we can't kill Monkey, then that's fine. But if I say, can we kill Monkey, then the onus is on them. You're completely right. And it's like the whole plan is so much weaker. That's really, really good advice. Huh.
Yeah. And you're probably not actively thinking about the move yourself. Because if you're telling people what to do, you probably have put some thought into like, this is how it's going to happen. And you can envision it. Okay, so what I want to talk about here is after you do moves, always look at the timer and be like, is there anything I can stack? So, but like whenever you finish a task, this is like a habit that you want to build in.
Yeah.
You finish a task, you look at the timer. It's 0:40. Is So now you have a full minute of things that you can do. Do you need to go place any wards? Do you need to do anything around the map? Is there somewhere nice for you to be? Could you be protecting someone without using your teleport? We want to avoid using teleports as much as possible.
Okay, hold on. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, okay?
Okay.
Two questions about stacking, all right?
All right.
Number one, the way that you explained stacking was different than anything I've ever thought about, where it's just you saving time for people to get money later. But is there ever a moment, and you also said only stack after an action is complete. Whenever you do anything, look at the timer, see if you can stack. So two questions on that. Number one, is stacking, does that ever take precedence over anything? Like, should I just got to kill mid? I see some people bottom. Should I TP to be in position in case they dive? Or is stacking more important and I can just TP like halfway through the fight? So that's the first one. How much on the scale of a support's actions are stacking?
So it's not about actually stacking in of itself. It's about, we want to eliminate the amount of time that you spend doing nothing.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
You want to eliminate time that you're doing, just like wasting your time essentially.
Yes.
And like, yeah, you could TP behind someone, you could set up for plays. There's a lot of things you can do. And the better you get, the more opportunities like this you'll see. But a very easy crutch and a very easy way to have impact is to just stack. Because stacking is always good. Like, no one can tell you what you did was bad. Maybe there was something more optimal in the situation that you were in, but it's always good. You could, like, if Fog tells you like, oh, why don't you TP behind me? You can tell him, but I stacked a camp for you. He's going to feel like 10% better about being there.
True.
Compared to if you were just running around in the jungle doing nothing.
Yes. No, that's such a good point.
So that's the point.
Yeah.
It is the lowest, but it's like...
No, it is real. Because it's no matter what, it's a guarantee. Like, that stack will happen. Maybe they don't dive, and then you've wasted your time, and then what did you get? Right. So it's a guarantee. Okay, my second question. This is going to sound sarcastic. It's going to sound like I'm trolling you, and I'm not trolling you. I used to stack a lot, and I used to really focus on it, and I stopped doing it because it was a mental strain on me because cores don't take the stack, and when the stacks get stolen, it's just it hurts so much. How do you get over that as a pro player, as someone good? Because it's like you quad stack the ancients, you're pinging it, you're like, please take it. They took both the tier 1s and then they're just gone. What do you do for that?
I mean, the sad reality of it is like you don't. It like scars you for the rest of your life, and it becomes a part of like, your future villain story.
Oh, no.
I've had many of my stacks taken away from me, even though I've told my cores to go farm them, and they said, no, it's fine. You just kind of accept it. It's part of life, It's bound to happen. But generally speaking, it'll put you into like good habits of thinking about the game better. I don't want you to like, it's not a priority. It's like a default. It's like you fall back to it.
Yes.
It's like if you have like even the slightest bit of like, I want to go put a ward here, that can take priority over you stacking a camp. You know what I mean? If the timing for it is right. Or if you're thinking I want to go gank or whatever, the stacking is like the timer is just like at the end, like at the back of your mind. It should always be there.
Yes.
Where you think like, I have 40 seconds now to go do something and then come back and stack a camp. So for a lot of like lower MMR players, all of your main issues are related to you being inefficient. And if you just fix your own efficiency issues, you will usually progress a lot. And if you can help your teammates fix their inefficiency issues, you'll progress even more. And that's where it's like just a positive. Like, sometimes they're going to steal some stacks, but most of the times, let's be honest, people don't really cross the river in these games, and your side is pretty safe.
Yeah. Okay, last stacking question. Should you stack in a game that you're losing? Like, let's say they are threatening high ground, but it is kind of early game. So it's like 25 minutes, all your tier 2s are gone. It's danger out there. Should you still stack, or are you just stacking for the enemy at that point? Because I have had some higher MMR players be like, bro, just go out there and keep stacking the ancients for me. And I'm like, they're going to take them. What do you mean? You're crazy.
Yeah, it's the thing with late game is it becomes a lot about like, the situation of the game, and there's a lot of different factors. So it's hard to say. Like if the game is at a point where they're pushing your high ground, there's probably more important things for you to be doing.
Yeah.
And we can get into priorities and more stuff like that in general. I just want you to have this like at the back of your mind.
All right. Great.
We're just saying at the end of the laning phase, whenever that happens, I want you to keep an eye on the timer in between doing the things you want to do. So let's say at like, I don't know, when you start leaving your lane, if it's like minute 7 or something, you just keep an eye on the timer and you try to make sure you stack a camp. Like if you can on that minute, you stack a camp. If you can't, no problem. But like if you notice that it's been like 10 minutes and you haven't stacked a single camp, then you're probably doing something wrong.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yep, that all checks out.
Okay. So another thing is it's related to, let's say a fight happens somewhere around the map and you're not in position to help, which I'm sure this has happened to you every once in a while.
Every game.
Like let's say, for example, this situation here, it's minute 12, you use your TP a bit poorly at the top, and now you're back on the mid lane, and this fight's about to break out bottom. I would much rather you tell your team, guys, I'm not coming. I have my wards ready. I have a free creep wave on mid lane. I'm going to push mid and farm.
Yeah.
And you just don't do this run to bottom, and you just took another creep wave mid and slapped on your wards. Because what that does is it puts pressure on these heroes. Like you're punishing them bringing 4 heroes bottom by dealing active damage to the mid tower, and you're offsetting the gold that your team loses by dying here because you're farming a creep wave.
Yep. And
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. And that's what carries are good at. Carries are good at saying, this fight's already over. There's no reason for me to go. I need to farm. And if you have that mentality as a support, that's good because you can just help next time. And I do think that, as you were saying, like a lot of supports do this because of support guilt. If you don't look like you're coming to the fight, then you feel like you failed your job. But you already failed your job. You should focus up and try to do something else. I definitely could have just gone mid and put wards down instead of like pretending I could have gone to that fight. You're completely right. Yeah. It's
just because it becomes mistakes compounding, right? Like you teleport to top. It was not great. All good. Ran back mid. Got a creep wave. Well, you can't be in the bottom fight. Okay, that's 2 mistakes, but it's no problem. But instead, you got some damage on the tier 2 mid, and you got 2 creep waves worth of gold. Like you offset it. But instead, what ends up happening is you run bottom, and now you spent so much time doing nothing, and you haven't really applied any pressure to your opponents.
Yeah.
So again, it's just about finding like easy outs. Like there are more complex things that, you know, people will try to teach you once you get better about, like, you should be on this side of the map, or you should have taken the gate to bottom. You should have done this. You should have done that. And these are all great advice. But I think understanding the basics of Dota is like step one.
Yes.
And whether you're a core or you're a support, it doesn't, like, these things apply equally. It's just your priority shifts. Like for cores, they will be, you know, less prone to be willing to leave creeps than a support is. Like it's more efficient for you to go make a move than it is for you to farm some creeps. But the mindset should still be there, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Yes. And it's, being able to just drop a lost situation, but still contribute to the team is more impactful than AFK walking towards something that's long gone. Okay, fuck.
Right.
Okay.
So this is like TI7 Liquid. What made them so great was they were very good at abusing that everything on the map relates to each other. Like if you push this tier 2 mid tower while they're fighting bottom, well, then somebody from bottom has to TP mid to defend that. And then, well, now they're exposed bottom, and now you guys can react to what's happening bottom and kill them bottom. And like they would just set up plays like this where they would force you into bad situations. And that's like the next tier of it. And you've heard about people talking about pushing out lanes and stuff like that, but we'll get into that later as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really interesting, because I remember the meta for Wings was like, oh, okay, sorry, I'll stop talking. But
No, go ahead.
Wings was like show up one guy purposely on a weird part of the map and you can't see anyone else, and then you freak out the team. And then Liquid the next year was like, we're going to show people on one side of the map, everyone's going to go, and then we're going to do something else. Yeah, so it's just really interesting meta evolution there that brought me back. But anyway, okay.
All right. So now we see again, you know, great job. You pulled off a smoke gank. You guys got a bunch of kills. And essentially, whenever there's heroes off the map, it's, think about it like, you know, like power play in hockey or whatever. It's like now the map belongs to you guys. You guys are strong.
Yes.
This is your opportunity to go, you know, claim land or whatever. Like, and for supports, that means like it's a great opportunity for you to get wards down. Because right now, even if they like had some ward on you, you know, they can't punish you, or you could go into some territory that you otherwise wouldn't feel safe because the enemy cores are farming there. So generally speaking, before making smoke moves, you want to also make sure you have wards on you so that you can place wards with your smoke as well as like get a kill. And it's just a way to double up things. Like you want to maximize the value of your smoke. And I think, yeah. So here, we'll look at it.
Now, this is something that I worked on. I don't even think randomly, without even a thought. I'll just open up the shop and buy all the wards and all the smokes. And sometimes it works against me because I have a big item coming, but it's just part of my natural identity.
That's good.
Because you want to be able to have it
right now.
Okay.
There's 6 sentries in the shop. Is all I'm saying.
Those are expensive, but the wards and the smokes for sure. I usually have some.
So Kyle, former pro player, play a lot of support. Look at him. He TPs in with a smoke, and he has 2 wards and 2 sentries in his backpack.
Oh,
so
that's good.
He's thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing I want you to be thinking about. So before you guys make smoke ganks, make sure you have wards. And if you don't, you can straight up tell them, like, guys, I don't have any wards to place. Maybe wait, you know, like, let's not do this.
You would wait for wards for real? Over to smoke gank?
It can be a case. Like if you know, if like, let's say Kyle's dead for 30 seconds and he's like, guys, when I spawn, I want to TP top and we're going to smoke. Then you can tell him like, bro, I need to send out wards. Like, go farm the scamp and then we go smoke.
What? You know, like, that's crazy. Huh.
Yeah. You want to make sure that you get it done like in the right way. Cause like you guys get a bunch of kills here and we want to go back to like the gold concept. Kills are good, but what's even better is like taking map control away from them and setting up for getting more kills and making sure that their map gets smaller.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is with rewards. Like Kyle, you know, just slapped on 2 wards during this move. So he's setting up for like the future play.
Yeah.
You guys get the kills. These are great. But even better is that you guys now have like 2 wards that scouts these camps. So if somebody shows up on these camps, you guys can kill them a lot easier.
Oh, okay. That's where you put the wards. See, because when I'm playing, if I ever get smoke ganked by like more than like 2 people, I say, okay, I'm going to go to that area where we just died. I'm going to put a bunch of sentries and I'm going to get some free wards. So, but what he did was he put wards where we did not fight. I didn't even see that top one. So on the way to the fight, he put some shit down, and then in that area, he didn't put anything. Am I accurate on that? Is that what you should do?
He didn't put it where the fight is happening. He put it like where the camps are.
Okay. Right. Oh, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
He died. Wait, when is it? Sorry. He farms his blink. I think I was watching the stream at this point. He was like, I'm going to get my blink and we're going to go down and we're going to kill him. So yeah, he TPs up. We can just look at what he does.
Yeah.
So he was about to go put a ward, sees this play happening. He's like, all right, let's go. Kills Doom and then tries to run down this guy. Can't. I think you're going to end up being very clutch here.
Yeah,
okay, you go.
I'm a goat. Thank you.
You're the goat.
Yeah, and then he just puts a ward like nowhere.
This ward was already there. So this was SVG, the genius of SVG, another former pro player.
That's right.
But yeah, you want to, and then this ward ends up getting you. The ward that Kyle did drop during this fight actually ends up getting you as a sniper kill.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. Yeah. No, I mean, this makes so much sense. I do like, of course, smoking and putting wards down, but I never thought that it's not. It's to get you even more with that smoke. Like we're in position, and if anyone is even responding, we can catch them on the outside of where we're at. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay.
Yep. And then again here, for example, was there any camps you could have stocked at the end of this minute?
Oh God, yeah.
So I think if you wanna be like, okay, we can do it like this. Your main priority is there any way for you to gain gold? Is question number one. Like
now this is what I want to talk about. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can do like a priority list. So in this position, every time you're done with a fight, every time you're done with an action, every time you've like in the moments that you're feeling, oh my God, I'm so good, I want you to think to yourself instead, okay, look at the timer. So 1540, that means the wave is coming here soon. Is it possible for you to take the wave? If the answer is yes, then do that. If no, can I stack a camp? And if no, then is there a rune to camp? You know, what is the next impactful thing that I can do?
Oh, bro, you're so right. Every time I do anything correct, I have like a 1 minute cooldown of me just celebrating that. I don't think I'm like, yeah, I killed. Oh no. How do you get over that?
I mean, no, that's important too. You gotta have fun. You know, like that is like you gotta enjoy yourself too. But
no, but if I kill a flag bearer, I get excited for about 30 seconds. No, but you're right. Okay. So you gotta always be like, what's next? What can I do next? What can I do next? Right. Okay.
So here's another prime example of like you actually not thinking about the game at all. Oh. This is like you said you have your minute of like excitement. Yeah. It's very evident here. Okay. So let's just look at your action from, you had this great fight. You even survived. You did your job. Great job, Slacks. Well played. You gave arcane boots to your Leshrac. Hopefully. You did not. Okay, that's fine. It happens. Sometimes you just arcane boot yourself. And then you're going to spend 1540. The fight was over. Let's just look at what you end up doing. So you go Shackle and Ancient Creep that Kyle wanted to stack. It doesn't stack. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe I just go to base.
Oh, no. You're
for
right.
a lack of better things to do, right?
You're right.
Whereas like, let's say next time I watch the stream and you're playing, something's wrong with the time. Jump back. Okay. Next time I'm watching the stream, and Slacks is playing. At this point, he's going to think to himself, all right, how can I get gold? There's a creep wave coming. Cool. Top tower is about to die. You're going to run up here instead, and you're going to sit next to this creep wave. You're not going to show yourself until the creep is low enough for you to last it. And then you'll pop your little stack set out, and you'll blast at the creep. And then you'll run back into the trees and hide again. And see if there's any reactions. If the enemy Doom shows up, he's big and scary, you're just going to sit here and wait.
Yeah.
All right? And then once he leaves, once he's done farming, you'll go push out the creep wave again. And if you feel like you have mana problems, you send out clarities at this point in the game. All right?
Yes, no 2-minute celebration after I kill the core of complete mindlessness. You're completely right. You're completely right. I shackled an ancient and then walked to base. What the fuck am I doing? I'm not doing anything. Okay.
And, I know we've spent probably like half an hour talking about this game. We've only gone through like 4 minutes so far.
Oh, no.
We've gone from minute 10 to 16. And I would say probably like 3 to 4 of the minutes that we've watched, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, no.
All right. And again, inefficiencies is the biggest issues in the lower skill brackets. And I'm sure we could look at other games and see more of this. But this is the things that you want to like prevent yourself from doing. And usually these are consequences of not knowing what you actually could be doing that has impact.
Yes.
Remember how good outside feels? Yeah, we like it too. Verideck makes outside feel just right. Verideck Outdoor. Meet you outside.
Like your baseline thinking during games. It'll become like muscle memory at some point. You don't even have to think about it.
I sure hope so, because it's a lot to think about already with timings. But I do know when I see 40, it's time to start thinking about something. But yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm giving you a lot of shit, but I will say some stuff that I think you're good about is you try to be a part of moves and you try to make things happen. And this is something that some people have the opposite problem, where they will just only focus on the economy. I just think you're a little bit too much in the let's run around and try to kill someone category. And we just want to readjust that a little bit, right?
Yes. That is, yeah. One of the biggest things that high MMR guys I play with say is I really struggle in games where we're winning. Like in a way that's like our game state is really good. We're out farming them. There's no need to push. I just walk around doing what you see right now, like absolutely nothing. If I'm not killing something, I don't do anything. So now there's this whole new world of we're winning. We can you could stack, you could do so many other things. You don't have to just be running at people the whole time. That's very, very unique to me. I've never done that.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear.
I can tell that was you just reflecting one of the dumbest fucking things you've heard.
No.
That was you lotus orbing some brain dead. So you didn't get it. That's fine.
I mean, it's good that you're having these realizations. Maybe before you have 20,000 hours into the game, but that's fine. The point is that you're getting better and you're thinking about things the right way, and that's good. Okay. So another thing that's like an easy reference thing that you can look for is you have another timer on your screen, which is generally speaking going to be your ult.
Oh, okay.
I think for almost all the heroes that you play, this applies.
Yes. I'm good at this. If those numbers are not ticking down, I start having a panic attack. Like that shit needs to be dropped. I get that fucking out, dude.
So for Rasta, you have two options. Most heroes only have one option. It's click spell on enemy hero or useless, Rasta can put it on towers as well. So for this hero specifically, it's even extra nice to be on side lanes, like pushing into side lanes so that you can put down your wards at towers. All right. And like, for example, in situations like this, let's say you're camping next to the Enigma's farming. You don't want to take his farm. You're being a good boy. All good. And then he goes for another wave. Fog nukes it out. What you could do instead of teleporting top is we can think about like essentially anything across the river is where people have a tendency to show themselves. They feel safe on their side of the river. So when this creep wave crosses this point, so actually on the next creep wave that's about to spawn, that will connect here somewhere, there would have been like a play opportunity, right? Where you could have ran all the way along the side of trees and then maybe sniper shells himself and you could maybe kill him.
But I thought you didn't want to fight in front of tier 2s until like a little bit into 20 minutes. Isn't that like suicide to fight right here? Because they're just going to 5-man TP, won't they?
So let's say that exact hypothetical scenario where you decide to, instead of going top, you run down here, sniper pulls up at the tower, you just jump him alone. Let's say you just completely wacko jump him in, hex him, you war trap him, you nuke him, and then you shackle him.
That's happened before, yeah.
And then 5 heroes teleported in.
Yeah.
Right? And they kill you and everybody laughs at you and they're like, oh, Slacks, you're so bad. What actually ends up happening for your map is the entire top side would have been farmed by Kyle. Kyle would go here. He would soak all of this up from this top creep wave. So let's say your death gives them like 500 gold. All right. But they used 5 TPs. So that's, or 4 TPs. So that's 400 gold off. So now they've gained 100 gold from killing you. But if your team in the meanwhile manages to farm 1, 2, let's say 2 camps, an extra creep wave, and then like this camp and this camp. 4 camps and a creep wave for Kyle. whoever's inside your jungle, like Fogged, is going to go vacuum all of this up. They're going to go to mid lane, and they get like 2 creepers worth of farm. You have actually created a lot of gold for your team by doing it, right? And in the hypothetical where they don't teleport for sniper for whatever reason, they have cooldowns, you know, they did stupid stuff like you did here, and you managed to kill the sniper, well, great. So like that becomes like a good risk for you to take, right? It's like it's a rewarding situation regardless of what happens. If the situation is you jump on sniper and you just die to him alone, well, then it's not a good risk, right?
Yes. No. Yeah. That.
So you need to like, these are the things that you need to start learning to judge when it's like a good idea to do it and when it's a bad idea to do it. But generally speaking, being close to creep waves is a good way to find opportunities to make kills happen, like where the creep waves connect. And you want to be there before they connect. So you notice how like SVG and Fog, they're both like here in case somebody shows up on this wave.
Yeah.
This is probably very subconscious for them. Whereas you were like, this creep wave died. And you're like, all right, well, there's nothing to do here. Now let's go top. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Like, all right.
Completely in the position you were talking about. They're just waiting for someone to show.
Exactly. And it's just about like, you know, assessing the situation and being in a position where you can do something. So like, let's say you gate a top. Again, I don't hate it, but I wish you were standing either, you know, like here or here, and you were looking for like the opportunity. Because here, for example, this Monkey King, he would die to you blink, like shackling him and Kyle jumping on top of him.
Yeah.
This would have been an easy kill. And you're kind of in the right spot, but you're just like not quite there. So if you decide see him now and you're like, oh, he's alone. By the time you get here, he's already left.
Yeah.
So you want to be there before the creep waves connect. That's the key point here.
Okay.
Because now you're going to start running towards him like, ooh, maybe we can kill him.
Yeah. Wow.
Sadly
okay.
not.
So you want to be there before the creep wave connects. That's a very powerful statement. Because I always go, I see someone and then I go towards them, but I know when those 2 creep waves connect, the core is gonna go try to poke out and see if anyone's there, kind of deal. Like they'll wait a few seconds. Right. So, do you ever feel like you're wasting your time? Like if I was right here and this guy didn't come, what's your analysis for? Okay, I'm fucking out of here. Like, is it dependent on the stacking time? Is it just your gut? Like, what makes you say, all right, this is a waste of my fucking time. No one's gonna come.
I mean, for pro players, it works a bit different because you're kind of always like playing a mind game with the other guy. So for pro players, what ends up happening a lot is that people try to show so much and push so aggressively that you have to make a choice of like, who am I shutting down? And it's like, is it better than me stacking or farming or something? You don't really have that issue. For now, I would say like wasting your time in a place where like in a good place is much better than whatever you're doing anyway. So don't think about it too much.
Okay, I won't.
But yes, the stacking timer is like a good, like that could be like your pullback. Like if you can go stack something, then yeah, go do that instead.
Okay.
But I would much prefer that you spend like an extra 15, 30 seconds sitting next to creep wave, you know, making an opportunity happen.
Yeah. If you have kill threat. Yeah.
Right. Because like, if we're being honest here, if we just look at it, from this moment onward, there's no time where like, you know, even if I was like playing for you, but you just got to move me around the map, there's nothing I could have done. You were never in a position where you could have had any sort of impact, whether it's farming a creep wave or if it's like, because you're just like.
You're right. No, you're right. I mean? I'm not doing anything and I'm not even close to anything. I'm just wandering. An idiot. No, but that's good. This is good for learning. Because I played this. I played this game and I was like, can't wait for Insania to tell me how good I am. We made it 18 minutes. Sorry, brother. It's been an hour. We haven't.
I mean, I did hear you tell Quinn like some stuff. Again, need to give you some compliments as well. Like you said, you think you have a pretty good idea how to play your team fights, and I agree. I think generally, like your spellcasting and stuff is quite decent. But this is where you're losing against like your peers.
Yes.
All right.
True.
This is the part of the game where you're falling behind. I think you probably outperform a lot of people in the fights and your spell clicking and stuff. So that's those compliments.
Thank you.
Those things you do well. But yeah, so we want to spend more time next to creep waves where things could happen in fog. All right.
Yes.
And less time doing this and less time like running between areas.
Yes.
So, if we just put all the things together now, I'll just summarize real quick. When we do smoke ganks, we put wards. Areas that you have wards on are like creep waves. It's places where you have vision on them where they don't have vision of you. So you can make plays around them. Same thing with creep waves, right? Creep waves give vision. So you can be in fog and they're in vision and you can make plays on them. Those are the areas that I want you to play around. And I want you to think to yourself, like, is this a creep wave where somebody's going to show? Or is it not a creep wave where someone's going to show? And if it's not a creep wave where someone's going to show, you just farm it. And if it's the opposite, then you linger in fog, you wait around, and you try to look for an opportunity.
Okay.
All right?
Huge.
And yep. Good.
Absolutely goated huge. Thank you, sir. Okay. I think we're almost out of time for my $10,000 1 hour. Can I ask a question very quickly? Again, this is going to sound stupid and sarcastic. Do you think Arcane Boots Blink Refresher on Shaman is bad? Now, let me explain. I know you. All right, let me explain. As I told you, Shaman is my hero. I typically only pick it if everything else is banned, or if I say, I look at my draft and I go, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just going to pick Shaman. And then I go for towers. And to me, Refresher Rush means my ult is never off cooldown. I'm always pushing lanes. I'm always doing something. And even if my team gets wiped and I'm in the area, I could force a 5-man TP back and get the, like, half a racks, you know? Is it bad? Is it bad? What am I now? Maybe I should answer my own question.
Okay. Is the question, is Blink Refresher bad?
As a rush on Shaman. But let me answer what I think you're going to say.
All right.
Is that making your team more money? Is that making you more money? I can't think anymore. My head started hurting. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So we'll just apply what you're going to be doing in your next 10 games, right?
Okay. Yes.
You're going to be camping next to creep waves to try to find kills. Does Blink help you with that? Yes. Or no?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to push out creep waves and you're going to like farm. Does Blink help you with that?
Yes.
Kind of.
I mean, it lets you safely push out stuff and get out, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, so if you're farming a creep wave and you don't think enemies are there, you're not going to blink in, you're going to blink out. Right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. And maybe it helps you get like a bonus creep wave because you're so fast sometimes. So blink is nice. All right. Now let's think about, what does 1,750 gold do for you in your inventory? Or 1,650.
Give me one sec. I'm just switching out the battery. Please don't talk to chat. I can't hear you. Hold on. 2 seconds. And we're back. Okay. Nothing.
So, nothing, right?
Nothing.
So the downside to items like Blink and Refresher is that like the build-up doesn't actually help you in the meanwhile, you know? If you're having like smaller items, they will help you as you're progressing. I think, and this is like,